Hello viewers, welcome to the next video in the tutorial series for PHP. In this video, we are going to discuss about constants. This is a very short video as constants are not that difficult to understand. They are pretty simple. I would just explain few points about them and then we would just see an example for constants. So let's move ahead. Okay, so constants are identifier for fixed value in PHP. Once they are defined in the code, they cannot be undefined and they cannot be changed. So let's say you define the constant at the start of the code, that then you cannot undefine that constant or you cannot change the value for that constant. Constant should start with letter or underscore. We cannot use dollar with the constant as we normally use with the variables in PHP. The scope for the constant is global. So let's say you define the constant at the start of the application. Then you can access that constant across the application anywhere. Okay, let's see the syntax for defining the constant. So constant is defined as define the name for the constant, the value for the constant, and then the third parameter is about whether the constant is case insensitive or not. By default this value is false. Now let's look into an example. So this is the example which I have created. Okay, so the very first thing which we have done is we have defined the constant over here and we are just echoing it on the browser. So let's go to the browser and refresh the screen. So it's echoing IT for you teaching. Now let's go back to the slide and let's see the points one by one. So it says the constant should start with letter or underscore and no dollar sign should be there. So let's test this statement. So it should start with letter and underscore. So I go over here, I make it, so I mean right now it's start with the letter, right? So I'm just starting with underscore now, and I'm just echoing it on the browser, so it's working fine. Now let's put up dollar over here and let's see if it works or not. So we have got the error over here. So the constant should start with letter and underscore only. Let's go to the next point, which says that the scope for the constant is global. So I have defined a function over here. This function is printing the constant value which is defined outside the function. So let's see if it works or not. Okay, IT for you teaching is there. Oh, I haven't called the function, so let's call the function. Okay, so now it prints the value in function IT for you teaching. So the scope for the constant is global. So once you define it, then you can access it across the application anywhere. Okay, moving ahead, let's go. Okay, so this we have discussed. Yeah, now let's discuss about the case sensitivity. So as we discussed that by default case insensitive is false. So right now this is false here, right? So if I just say small t and small e over here and let's see the output now. Okay, I'm just commenting this code. Now let's execute on browser. So I'm getting the error now because this value is false. So we could only put capital teaching over here and not any small case letters because case insensitivity is false. Now let's make it true. and now let's run it on browser. Okay, so it works fine because we have set this value to true. So this is all about constants in PHP. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comment section. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and click subscribe. And if you have any queries, you can contact us at info@ushainformatique.com. Thank you very much.